This is gonna be a what the fuck video. So what the fuck is going on with me? This video is going live January 23rd, Friday, 2026. So I just came back from a trip with my girlfriend. We actually went to Belize pretty much right after CES. It was a fun way to start the year. You know, the first week of January, I went to CES with Pa. That was fun, of course. And then, came back home, got packed up, and like a day after I came back from Vegas, I went straight to Belize with Sarah. Goddamn, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Now, I actually decided to do something different in this trip in the sense of what I wanted to maintain the speciality of this trip with my girlfriend. I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna vlog. So doing this vlogging thing after, I don't know, maybe a year, I was experimenting with the whole vlogging thing to see what that is like. Honestly, that thing is a bit dangerous. I kind of learned now because I can see the difference after not vlogging this trip with my girlfriend. And a good example of this was we were having breakfast the first night that we were there. A couple behind us, actually, they were vlogging. It was a husband and wife couple, and the guy started to film with his phone, and he's all like, all right, guys, we're gonna... Oh, I messed up. Hold on. All right, guys, we're in Belize. Damn it, I fucked up. All right, guys, we're in Belize, and we're here with the girlfriend. Damn it. Okay. Hey, hold the coffee up. Yeah, pretend you're about to drink. All right. All right, guys, we're here in Belize, and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like doing that, it does take away from the event. That has been my experience. But anyways, overall, this trip, me going was a blast. I had a lot of fun. We went through bookings.com to structure everything, and if you guys want to be more at ease to schedule stuff, booking.com was actually a good choice. The girlfriend opened an account for us, and through there we were able to find hotels and tour guides and stuff like that. And the cool thing about bookings.com is that you create an account and it saves everything for you. Also through bookings.com you can communicate with people through its chat, right? So it's almost like it does have that sense of you're not talking to just some random person through Craigslist or whatever. You're actually talking to someone that most likely got screened or had to go through a process to create an account through bookings.com. So you're working with someone that's legit. It's been a lot of fun. The first night that we got to Belize, we stayed in the main city. We showed up, got our little room. Everything was cool, we just walked around. We had a late night dinner, and it was we had some there's a lot of Asian influence in Belize, a lot of Asian investors. So we had this Asian and fusion type of food there. It was really good, chicken and curry with peanut butter sauce. It was so fucking good. The next day we went we got a tour guide that picked us up in a van, and we drove to a Mayan temple, which was super neat. That's something that the girlfriend really wanted to experience. These temples are still undiscovered. They still need to be worked on, but they're also being maintained because they got ransacked by a lot of previous explorers. But yeah, it's kind of cool to walk around and check these things out. In Belize, there's a lot of iguanas or lizards running around, so it was actually pretty interesting to see that in person. You were able to climb some of these temples. That was pretty neat to do that. God damn it was fucking pretty. It wasn't terribly hot. We went in January, and that's actually a good time to go. Not that many tourists, and also it was not as hot. It can be if you're in direct sunlight, but once you're in the shade, it's actually pretty comfortable. Then from the Mayan temple, the same day we drove another hour or so to an area to do some cave tubing. We've never done that before. Well, it's actually not going into a cave in general is something I've never done before, but this was really cool, right? Some of these rocks are made out of lime rock, I believe, so it has a lot of minerals and whatever inside the rock that after being exposed to water, they kind of naturally start to break away. So this pretty much we went through a system through a mountain made out of this lime rock. So they had this natural current going through it. We had the helmets with the headlights going on, and yeah, it was pretty cool. We saw some bats in there. We did see some iguanas. It was a lot of fun, seeing that in person. Yeah, something we didn't experience. And again, it was clean water, just fucking nice. Yeah, so that was such a cool tour. So yeah, doing the Mayan temples and the cave tubing. Yeah, that was an all-day event. That was a lot of driving. Yeah, that was kind of too much to do in one day, but yeah, it was definitely worth it. It was tiring as fuck though. Yeah, so the Mayan temples and the tubing, that was on the 12th, Monday, the 13th. We had plans to take a water taxi from San Pedro, Belize City, We went to like the islands, which is in Ambergris Key, which is a San Pedro, right? You can actually take a small plane to go to San Pedro, where we were gonna stay at, but we wanted to take the boat express experience, so we did. And that was actually a lot of fun. It didn't feel that, it wasn't that bad. It's like an hour and a half to get to the island that we were gonna stay at. Actually didn't feel that long. For us, it was like nice because it was like the first time that we saw the waters in person and how blue it was. And it was just such a cool experience, right? Being on the water taxi and just seeing like that blue water and just like, it was great, right? Just fresh ocean air. It was cool, right? So we landed in San Pedro. We actually got a golf cart that we rented, and then we went to like our room that we stayed for like the rest of the week there, and that was the budget suite hotels. Yeah, actually it makes more sense if I do this. So like I said, the first day we showed up, it was in this area, Belize City. Here's the airport, the main one. So we actually through bookies.com, we got a taxi, and he picked us up and he drove us down here. It wasn't that long, it was like maybe 40 minutes drive. And then like we got around this area over here. This is where we stayed at. And we stayed here at the Harbor View Boutique Hotel and Wellness Retreat. I'll just click on this shit so we can show the pictures. It's actually nice. The rooms are pretty comfy. They look like this. You got your AC right here. There was a bathroom over here. They had hot water. And your showers worked pretty well. The exterior was pretty nice as well. You had a pool, which is pretty thin. It was like, well, maybe 4 foot deep water. Nothing much, but it was pretty nice. It was kind of like a yoga retreat vibe. They did have like the Buddha, it had like little rocks and like a zen-like feel kind of environment. It was pretty neat. Yeah, so it had like a very zen garden vibe kind of thing going on. So it was fun, right? So from San Pedro, Belize here, we took the water taxi and we went fuck you, all the way up to here, Ambergris Key, this island over here. So from here we got like our golf cart and we went straight down here. We got to the Belize budget suites. And like I said, this place was nice. The rooms are actually pretty decorated nice as well. Bathrooms are clean, maintained well. Different rooms have different themes, so you can have a jungle theme, tropical environment. One is like a cave, themed or whatever. We stayed in the underwater themed, snorkeling type of theme environment. I don't know, it was fun. Yeah, the rooms were comfortable and the environment was nice and clean. We loved it. So from here, we took the golf cart and we drove all the way up here. We wanted to go to Secret Beach, Belize, right? So from here, we went to Secret Beach. But on the way, there's a place called the Truck Stop. It's kind of like an interesting area to go visit. Basically, they have like shipping containers. And they created an environment where you can just show up and hang out. A lot of bars, a lot of drinking. There's like a lot of drinking in this in Belize. It's a total party hangout spot, that's for sure. But yeah, this Truck Stop, just like a tourist spot to hang out and, kind of like a halfway point to take a break from the traveling. Because it literally is a halfway point from here to here, and to get here, driving time. So after like a quick piss stop at the truck stop, we continued our journey, and we went through like this area over here, which there's basically nothing. There's like a lot of development happening around this area, construction wise. And we finally made it to the Secret Beach, Belize. Now this area was a total fucking hangout spot to go and get fucked up. It's just, yeah, like the first thing like someone did is some guy with dreads, because it's the Caribbean, so there's like a lot of like Rasta vibe brothers there, be like, yeah man, you smoke the weed or something like that, and like the guy showed me a handful of marijuana, right, offering me some weed. I'm like, nah, I'm good, appreciate it. So no problem. And the thing is, like in Belize, marijuana, it is not legal, but it's decriminalized. So if you have it, you cannot get arrested for it. But it's not legal in the sense to farm it and distribute it, which I think is like a missed opportunity. I mean, the Belize government should make a lot of tax revenue with that, considering how many fucking people are there smoking. Literally, a lot of people are smoking in this fucking area. But yeah, we checked out the Secret Beach, Belize, and walked around. It was nothing but bars and bars and bars and bars, and we decided to pick one that didn't have like such loud music. Unfortunately, we found one. It's called the Blue Bayou. And yeah, the food was not great. I actually got sick. They gave me the shits. It's like, damn it. So that was the one thing that did suck. I did get sick on this trip. I got diarrhea. Thankfully, the girlfriend, packed a bunch of medicine, so I was able to like, recover from that. But yeah, I did get sick again. Fucking food poisoning. It sucked ass. But it was kind of cool, going to like the restaurant. They had like the ocean there. You got tables out in the water. It was windy, so they were not serving you outside. They usually do when the water's more calm. But I mean, it's kind of cool being able to eat dinner on a table out in the ocean. I like the idea of it. So that was fun being there. So that was Wednesday the 14th, checking out Secret Beach. Thursday, we decided to go see the San Pedro area. So our hotel was down here. So we drove up to almost like this area over here, which is considered almost like the downtown area. So we pretty much experienced, kind of like this area, kind of pretty much near the airport. It's kind of like the more the downtown area. So we got to walk around, check out some shops, do some souvenir shopping, whatever, basic shit. It was fun. Also, like, I was being careful because I was sick. But yeah, we still were able to walk around, check out some water, and we had some fun in the San Pedro area. So our final day there was going to be the Friday, the 16th of January. So we're like, all right, we want to go to Ambergris Caye, which is a tiny and little island. So from this main area that we were staying at, we took a water taxi and we went down here to Caye Caulker. It's basically, this area was more fun to visit. It's a tiny little island. It's almost like going on a boat cruise, and everybody there. There's like something going on everywhere you go. It was kind of like that. It had that vibe. It was like a tiny little Carnival cruise environment, but on a fucking island. And yeah, it was just a blast. People making the food on the street. The water's actually more blue there, nice and clean. There's a lot of nature-related areas. We actually went to an area where we saw stingrays swimming near us. That was a lot of fun. Just like being able to see fish nearby. We found like a cool little area near what's called the split on the island. Pretty much just an area over here what they call like a split that we just ended up hanging out at. So this is nothing but bars over here. And over here, there's still a lot of like stuff that's being in development, right? So more nature stuff here, but we decided to hang out here at the split area. We got in the water, and we took advantage of our underwater camera that we have, and we started filming the fishes that they will swim right next to you, and it was fun. It was a lot of blast. It was a great experience. We loved it. Being able to swim in the crystal blue water, it was just such a cool experience, right? We had a blast. So on the final day, which is Saturday the 17th, that's when we had to fly back from San Pedro, this area. We had to take a small plane to fly over to the main international airport. So we experienced going on a tiny little plane, very cramped. It was interesting. This is the first time I get to see like a pilot fly a plane, because he was right in front of me, so you get to see all the gadgets and the displays that he had. It was pretty neat, right? So we're both a little bit nervous about that because we never rode a plane like that, but it was actually very chill. It was a good experience. It was very smooth and it was quick. It was nice. And because the plane was flying over like the water, they don't go that high. We were able to see like the water just from a distance. It was like nice. And yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, we both came back super tired, and the first thing we did was have a hamburger because we missed the American hamburger. But yeah, it was great. Quite an experience. I had a blast, right? So, but anyways, yeah, that was my Belize trip. So, traveling is actually wasn't as bad or as complicated as I thought it was gonna be. Everything was smooth. We scheduled everything on Booking.com, which I'm very sure I'm gonna use again if you guys want to travel. And I don't have anything else to compare it to, but Booking.com was actually very helpful in this sense because it kept everything organized for me. It kept all my tickets, my paperwork, contact information. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I use Staley. This is an eSIM service. The same guys that does the VPN Norton service. They created this thing, an eSIM, and actually this thing was great. So instead of getting like an actual SIM card for your phone, so you can roam in another country, it downloads a digital eSIM into your phone, and then once you get into Belize, we'll start to detect your local roaming devices or whatever. So I was able to like chat with people, through WhatsApp or whatever. It was $8 for the week for a gigabyte of roaming service, and I didn't even use half of that, because obviously, I was using like Wi-Fi, when I could, but when I didn't have Wi-Fi, it still worked, and yeah, it was great. So I would suggest you guys to check out Sally's if you got to do some traveling. eSIM, that's it. Like I said, everything is so set up for tourism that it was just like boom, boom, boom. Everything just went smoothly. We had like no problems, and we had a blast. And like I just have a great experience with setting up this trip. You know, we been planning these things for half a year or so. You know, just like looking up hotels and tours or whatever. And yeah, Booking.com did help us find like what we needed in the sense of hotels and be in communication with drivers and tour guides and all that shit. So it's been great. Anyways, got nothing else to say. I want to keep this video short. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.